So, this story starts with, well, what should be a fun premise. For example, Assyria has a fun premise, better science through conquest. But does that strength hide its obvious weakness? Well, this is something that I was going to test, and to do it, I was going to have to get a little bit fiddly with Friedrich. Okay, so the backstory is this. I had never played with the Friedrichs, either of them, but the most recent update made me rethink them a little bit. And also, normally, I don't like militaristic civs as much, but the Assyrians had this clever mechanic of linking science with militaristic victories. It's kind of cool, really. And then there was the Ursa Ryan playthrough. He did a playthrough with one of the Friedrichs with Assyria, and it looked like fun. And I thought, I could do this. But what bothered me, not just watching the playthrough, but just thinking about Assyria, was the whole idea of subordinating a science victory to a military one. And I started to wonder, was it possible for any leader with Assyria to get a science win without a military win? Now, I looked at it, and on paper, it did seem possible. And thus, the rabbit hole was born. So I tried it with Friedrich Oblique. And after a few tries, I did eke out a victory without going all military. But of course, I didn't record any of that, so I couldn't share it with you. And then after rethinking the Ursa Ryan version, I realized, I should try with Baroque. And so I started doing that. I say started because, well, the first two times I tried it, I was kind of crushed. And I don't mean just emotionally. So I thought, okay, one more try. I'm going to record it this time. Whatever happens, happens. And, well, I guess you'll see some of that. I used some different mementos than I had used before. Let's see if I can show you them. I will have to get, let's just assume, let's see, Friedrich, which one are you? Not him. Him. And the mementos were the artilleryman's gloves, which gives you +1 culture per age for every army commander level, which I thought would be handy. And then piano, which gives 10% culture towards studying civic masteries. Again, I wanted to open up the Assyrian civics tree because, well, that's where all the magic starts to happen, really, and you'll see what I mean. And then I wanted tricolored cockade, +2 culture and happiness per age in the capital for every tradition, but not policy, slotted into your government. And I was going to be slotting some traditions. So I thought this would help build up culture and create kind of a nice little feedback loop. And that's how it started. And, well, I set it on sovereign, and I used general independent powers. There was one tiny little thing I forgot to do, but we'll get to that. Let's just say it got embarrassingly ugly. The strategy, though, was simple. Get the settlements down, straighten out who the rivals were, and the strategy was to build 4 cities, enough to form a solid base, but not too many to cut into my settlement limit, because I wanted my settlement limit to start to count for codices, and I couldn't overshoot that. It's a delicate balance. I was trying to thread a needle here, and it's a subtle thing, but, well, you'll see what happened. Let's just cut to the chase. The plan, build 4 cities, remember? Or 4 settlements. Just get yourself a good base of operations, really. And then meet some of the locals, suss them out, see what their interests are, and try not to tick them off too much yet. And wait for your time when you can attack. And meet some of the science geeks. And see if they can give you some help. And most importantly, you have to go after the Assyrian civics. That's the key to the Assyrians, to get the ability to take cities and gain codexes every time you take a settlement. I keep saying city. You can get a codex from this guy, or you can get a free technology. Tough call in this case. Oh, good. I'm not going to have to go attack anybody. They're going to come to me. Look at that. The double French gambit. But in the meantime, I have a nice little wonder to help me out with. An Assyrian wonder, actually. The mausoleum. Yes, indeed. So, once I get the cavalry up and running, literally, well, they'll bring the cavalry back from the dead, won't they? And more Assyrian civics. Definitely have to keep on top of these. They're actually more important than your regular civics for purposes of this type of game, especially for what I'm doing. Unlocking them and all their powers is pretty crucial. Okay. Which one was it again? Right. Yeah. Okay. Oh, dealing with the first little pesky business there. More Assyrian civics. Yes, indeed. Keep on those. And see how your codexes are coming. Well, I got one. So, and more on the Assyrian civic tree. I know we're speeding things up a bit, just so you can get to the good part, actually. Now, yeah, this stuff at the beginning, it's pretty easy here, going so far. Nobody's posing that much of a threat, although they seem to be going to my second most populated city pretty regularly. I keep saying maybe we should get tamped down on the tourism. Okay, I'm doing okay economically there, which is nice. I was going after that pretty much the whole game too. Look at this. And so it begins. The first settlement and the first codex, and I'm working towards a domination victory, which, remember, I'm trying to avoid, weirdly enough. Oh, but look, we're back in the mix again. Pachacuti just can't say no to me. Oh, Ada, I thought we had a good start. I guess not. And Assyrian civics, yes indeed. Back to them. Now, okay, we're doing better now with 4 codexes. Or codices. A spot of bother. And just like that, there's an upside. Cool. Okay, that's not too bad. Good economic news, I'll take it. Oh yeah. Here we go. Yes, I know. We're advancing on the path. We've got 7. Just 3 more and we're all set. Oh, well, first, let's look at a little bit of failure here. Oi. Okay. Man. It was a long shot. Attacking here was a real long shot. I didn't want to do it, but it was kind of the closest city, and, well, I guess I'm lazy. I'm paying for it now, that's for sure. Oh, there's got to be something else we can look at. I'm just going to play with my codices. That's it. That's it. They're always good to me. How the victory conditions coming. Not bad. Not bad. The military domination thing isn't too far along. Yes, yes. Back to the Assyrian. Whoa. No, I don't want more. Okay, that was more like it. Yes. Yes. No. No. Too close. Too close. 2 slots away from a domination victory. I don't want that. For those of you who have been following along. Yeah, war support, yeah. Oh! Awesome. Awesome. We're getting there. We're getting there. Oh no, we've got 10. We've got 10. But nowhere to put them. Well, 3 of them anyway. So that's the next project. We've partly accomplished what we need. Now we have to do the rest. So we have to build a library, or the Assyrians' special library, which is going to come in very handy. We just have to have enough cities, and that could be a problem. We actually have a fair number of trade goods. I mean, I could work on that part of the game a little harder. We've got 1 through 7 settlements. Not bad. Not bad. Oh, hi again. Wow. It's been too long. Yes. Let's have a war. Okay. Back into it with Napoleon. Oh, at least I'm not in that swamp down south there trying to hack my way through mountains. That's not very useful. This is a little more my style of military battle here, out in the open, breathing the fresh air. And, probably losing at some point, but you never know. We could pull off a surprise or two. Okay, let's see. We're getting there, though. We have the codices. We don't actually need any more military victories. Anything else is gravy. And the Assyrian stuff keeps coming. Okay, this is a problem. This is a problem. So, yeah. Oh. Can we do a library? Yes, yes, yes. Another. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, we either have to reject the deal or reject the town. It's that simple. Oh, another little bit of good news. Oh, yeah, yeah, let's look at the economics. Yeah, that's not looking bad. Okay, we got room for 2. We just need 1 more slot, and we have the science victory. Okay, so a library or a special library from the Assyrians. Either one of those. Oh, good. More good news. See, I thought it was going to be Pachacuti that did me in, and his capital, but, well, that's not the way it worked out. Remember that little thing I thought I really kind of forgot to do at the beginning of all of this? Well, it was to turn off the... I never turn them off. I never turn off the crises. Don't, no. You can't take another... Oh, awesome. I can't afford to keep up with this crisis. I just don't have the cash. If I'd done more trading earlier, maybe I'd have built up some reserves, but I got to trading really late in the game. And there it is. There it is. Now I just have to avoid not getting a domination victory, and I'll have proven a small point. I'll have threaded a tiny needle. I know it's a silly thing, but look at that. I even have the lead. That's pretty good. All I have to do is coast till the end. Well, okay. Kind of running out of cash here in my second biggest settlement. That's maybe a problem, right? Am I right? Oh boy. Oh yeah, it's not getting better every time I look at it, that's for sure. No, no, I'm having a problem. Oh, look at all those burned out areas. That, oh, you bring me nothing. Actually, this time, that's fine. Oh, no, no, not more. Not more. Why do you bring me more? Really? Is this necessary? Apparently it is. Oh, look at that though. I'm in the lead. Just barely clinging to the lead. But it's nice. It's nice. That's a good bonus to all of this. No, no. How to Make a Bad Thing Worse. Book available for sale for Christmas. Oh, but it's coming to an end. It's coming to an end. I lost the city. I made it to the end, though. I got my science over domination victory. Never got the domination victory. So I proved it could be done, but we already kind of knew it could be done. Oh, okay. So maybe I lost some ground. I did say it got ugly, right? Well, it got ugly. Went from first to third in the space of, what, minutes? Oh boy. Well, what I learned is sometimes you can thread the needle, but maybe it's not really worth trying all that hard. On the other hand, I have learned that I actually really like both of the Friedrichs now, and I'll definitely be using them again. And I don't like the Assyrians any less. I think they're pretty cool, actually, and they have a lot more flexibility and are more interesting than, well, the Persians, for example. So, if you liked this video, please leave a like or a subscribe. Thank you for watching. My name is Civilized Raccoon, and I'll see you next time.